Back at Bristol, Tennessee, that's what happened to produce the latest caution flag. Jack Sprague, Staff America Chevrolet, being pulled back. Sprague very upset at Steve Grissom. I'm not sure, Ned, if Grissom was at fault at all. Here's Grissom in the green car, number 31.
The blue car, yeah, and he's right down on the bottom of the racetrack, Jerry. He was as low as he could get, and Jack might have wiggled just a little bit and got into the side of the car number 31. Anyway, they made contact, but Grissom was as low on the racetrack as he could get. So let's go down and get his version of it. Jack Sprague is with Benny Parsons.
Jack, you just walked out of the hospital. They said you're okay.
Yeah, you know, we took a pretty good lick. Staff America Chevrolet was running real good. We got a lap down early because of the water in the pits, but we could run in the top 10 all night long, and I was just looking for a good finish, and I don't know, they get a little anxious on the restarts, I guess, but that's racing. This is a hard place to drive anyway and keep from touching anybody else, but we'll be back next week.
It's been a trying year for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. You know, we just started running good here a few weeks ago when Steve Bird come on, and we changed some cars around, and we were really good tonight. But like I said, we got down a lap early just because of the water in the pits, and we couldn't get out of the pits quick enough. But then we maintained in the top 10 fine. So we had a good race car, but not tonight.
All right, they're going green.
Tough break for the Spring Lake, Michigan driver, Jack Sprague, as he parks it. Lap 189, back to green flag racing. Todd Bodine leading the way. Running in second spot is Joe Nemechek, the big team Chevrolet. Bobby Dotter in the 08 having a great run. Dotter is in that yellow and white numeral car number 08. Single file, they come by. There's Todd Bodine. The 87 is Nemechek. Then comes Bobby Dotter. The 97 is Joe Bessie. He is still being shown 4 laps down. Having a good run. A shame he lost those laps early in the race. He'd be having a great run up front. In the AC Delco Auto Palace sponsored car.
And here's some cars, Jerry, that really almost losing it again was the Chad Little and Steve Grissom and Tommy Houston, that group. Ricky Craven in the car number 99. They have really been going at it since the green flag dropped. Chuck Bowen still in there. He was in an earlier crash, but still in the lead lap.
That was Tim Fedewa in the car number 55. There's Fedewa, who's right in front of Ricky Craven. Those cars came together, and Fedewa nearly spun the car, gathered it back in, did a nice job of controlling that race car at speed here in the banking. Ricky Craven right behind him, the DuPont-sponsored Chevrolet. Right behind them is the current point leader. And boy, he's dodged some bullets tonight. Car number 31, Steve Grissom. They are 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Coming up on the car number 1 of Rodney Combs, who was running good earlier in the race. Of course, he got caught up in one of the crashes. Now Grissom moves on the inside of Creighton, but has to back off when he comes up to the car number 1. Took that inside slot away from him. He's going to try it again on the turn 4. But where is he going to go when he gets to turn 1? He's going to have to back off once again.
No room at all. Rodney Combs showing 1 lap down. He is in 11th position. That's the car number 1 you're looking at there. The car number 31 to the outside of him is in 8th spot. That's Grissom in 8th, Tommy Houston in 9th, right behind him in the car number 6. As they now are able to move by Rodney Combs.
And while all that was going on, Tim Fedewa moved away from him, and so did Ricky Craven. But Houston has been all over Grissom, and now he's going to make a pass. Boy, he just drives down on the inside. Remember, Houston was the last one of the cars to stop and take on his 4 tires, so his Ford should be in really good shape to run fast.
Tommy Houston making his way back to the front. 10 cars on the lead lap of the 34 original starters.
Right there are 2 of them. The car number 55, which is being shown in 5th, and the 6th place car of Ricky Craven. Now Tommy Houston catches him very quickly. He is in 7th.
Houston was about 7 car lengths back a lap ago, has reeled them in, and now makes a move on the inside of Ricky Craven. Makes better of it. Now Craven looks at the inside of Tim Fedewa. Those cars come together off turn 2. Fedewa hangs on. Craven has the measure on the inside. Fedewa slides high. Tommy Houston will take the spot. And here comes Grissom. He's the blue car, number 31. Fedewa can lose 4 spots in less than a lap.
Where you get on that high side, there's just not anything you can do because the fast groove is definitely on the inside.
Trouble in the back straightaway as 2 cars come together. The car number 1 of Rodney Combs, that's the Jetco Clocksport. He has come into heavy contact. The front of that car raced back to the caution flag. The car number 34, Todd Bodine and Joe Nemechek.
And the other car, look, is it the car number 75? That on the inside over there?
That's 27, Roy
27.
Payne.
Okay, it was
The
a blue
agency
car.
Rent-A-Car Chevrolet. Curtis Payne, the owner of that car, Roy's dad. Roy, a former ARCA Rookie of the Year. Here again's what happened coming off turn 2.
Okay, there's Payne getting down on the inside of Rodney Combs, and his front end hits the left rear quarter panel of Combs, and both of them spin down to the inside. Out of the way of the other traffic coming on, both of them hit the inside retaining wall. Doesn't look like Payne hit it too hard, though. And Rodney Combs bounced off of it, so he's still running.
Different angle from our turn 3 camera. Both of them look like Payne tagged the wall with the rear end. Combs getting the worst end of the deal there. He hit it with both the front and the rear. And there's the Jetco Block Sport Thunderbird, Rodney Combs, as he jams the brakes on. Good look at the nice young man who's been running all the Busch Series tours this year. Former Winston Cup competitor. Terry Allen and the crew go to work on that Ford Thunderbird. Under caution for the 13th time tonight in Bristol, Tennessee. Back with more action after this. Our Speed World coverage is being brought to you by new advanced high-tech Formula Quaker Steak Motor Oil. It's formulated for today's high-tech engines. By Napa, because there are no unimportant parts. And by Allied Signals Autolite Spark Plugs, guaranteed for 2 years, no matter how far you go. Lots of racing action to come your way tomorrow night. The fastest half hour in motorsports, Speed Week. Coming to you live from Bristol, Tennessee. We'll have all the action at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Speed Week tomorrow night. And following Speed Week, we will have live flag-to-flag coverage of the Budweiser 500. What a night for racing action tonight and tomorrow night from right here in Thunder Valley, Bristol International Raceway.
Now there are only 9 cars on the lead lap as Roy Payne goes a lap down after being involved in this latest spin out on the backstretch. A little bit of a crash. He's still out on the racetrack. Rodney Combs has come in and every lap and tried to make repairs to his car. Let's go to the pits and Benny Parsons.
I tell you what, guys, you want to see somebody excited. Now, just watch her. No, I don't want to talk to you, Martha. We want to watch you get excited. You're going to get excited, aren't you? You're going to get excited, aren't you?
The Stetson Chevrolet Centos better go to the front.
It better go to the front. And I tell you what, guys, she's been in the Rolaids pretty strong. I think she's a little nervous.
That's Martha Nemechek, Joe Nemechek's mom, and Martha and Joseph Nemechek, who are not only wonderful parents, very avid supporters of racing, and they're everywhere Joe is, and certainly they got to be very proud of their son, who's a former Rookie of the Year, and of course the defending series champion in Busch competition. She'll be watching that car number 87. That's right behind our leader, Todd Bodine. There's Joe Nemechek.
And in 3rd place is Bobby Dotter, Mike Wallace. In 4th place, Tommy Houston now back up to 5th. He's working his way back after making that pit stop for 4 tires. Let's see what they'll do for him now as we get ready to go green.
Keep an eye on Tommy Houston trying to pick up his first win in over a year. Todd Bodine sees the green flag from Carl Simmons. 43 laps remain here at Bristol, Tennessee.
My apologies to Rick Wilson a moment ago, thinking he was involved in that crash. As Tommy Houston goes under him going into turn 3. Rick is still out there running in 16th place. He's about 5 laps down, but still in the battle. We haven't said much about Harry Gant tonight, Jerry, but he's still out there. He went a lap down early when Ward Burton was putting the field a lap down if he'd run long enough, but Harry is being shown in 10th place now.
And there's Martha Nemechek up on the wall cheering her son, Joe. You see the entire Dentine team there, and there's Joe Nemechek, the car number 87, about a car length and a half, maybe 2 car lengths back from Todd Bodine.
Tommy Houston moves on the inside. Oh, tried to of Mike Wallace, but they almost got together going into turn 1. Houston backed off. He had some brakes that time, just enough to slow down to avoid a crash. There's Ricky Craven right behind Houston. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th place. And here's Houston again. Gets a nose alongside, but Mike Wallace closes the door down on the inside. Houston a good bit faster. Now he's going to try it on the outside. Boy, that's a gutsy move.
And Tommy Houston taking it up high in turn 3 and 4. Can't quite make the pass work as Mike Wallace pulls him on the straightaway. Houston will try it again in turn 1. Nope. Falls back in line. He sees Ricky Craven coming up in a hurry. Craven is the car number 99. Now Houston will try it on the inside in turn 3. And
Mike Wallace just shut the door once again. Wallace really hanging on to that bottom groove. Ricky Craven loses the position back there to Steve Grissom. This is the best battle on the racetrack. Houston again up on that high side. Boy, that is a tough place to pass tonight, but he might be able to make it work.
And now Houston makes it work as he goes by Mike Wallace and will take the 4th spot away. Wallace is 5th. There is Grissom in the car number 31 in 6th, and Ricky Craven is 7th. If they go by the car number 72 of Tracy Leslie, Leslie being shown in 26th spot after being involved in an incident early on. Has lost some laps behind the wall.
Houston's car is fast. You can see how far he pulled away from Mike Wallace once he got around him. Wallace hanging on to the 5th position. Steve Grissom right there, ready to take advantage of any mistake as they come around the Roy Payne car. And, of course, Ricky Craven right there in the DuPont Chevrolet, number 99. That is 5th, 6th, 7th.
And Tim Fedewa now coming up there. He's in 8th position, the car number 55. And about 6 cars together trying to go by the car 00 of Johnny Rumley.
Chuck Brown picked up 2 positions there. He went around Fedewa and the car number 99 of Ricky Craven.
Looking from the blockbuster video blip at the car number 31, that is Steve Grissom. He is in 6th position. Meanwhile, back up front, Todd Bodine in the car number 34, the Fiddle Faddle Chevrolet. Frank Stacey and Scott Welliver, the owners of that car. Clyde McLeod, the crew chief. Right behind him, as you see Martha Nemechek once again trying to encourage her son, Joe Nemechek, to move into the lead. He currently holds 2nd spot.
He's giving Todd Bodine about all he wants right now.
About a straightaway separation from 2nd back to 3rd. That's the 08 of Bobby Donner. I don't think Martha's in this race. Martha is serious about Joe catching Todd Bodine for the win.
No question about it. She really gets into it. She's a great fan. Here's him on.
Joe Nemechek was subject of a lot of rumors about possibly getting in a Winston Cup car next year. I spoke to him before the race tonight. He said he may be able to do his own deal. He'd like to be able to do that, get sponsorship to run for Rookie of the Year next year in Winston Cup. If not, he may possibly get a ride with an established team. Less than 30 laps to go here at Bristol, Tennessee, as Todd Bodine holds off Joe Nemechek. Back with more from Thunder Valley after this. Stay with us.